Hi everyone, and welcome to the final part of Let's Renovate an Apartment. So there's a few things I want to take care of before moving on to the bathrooms and the patio area. Just a couple things. There's not really a whole lot I want to change. So first of all, in the master bedroom here, quite a few of you said that you like the yellow chair that I had in here. So I'm going to go back to the yellow, see what works best. Not sure if this is really going to be the best kind of yellow. Maybe that might work. That might work. We can leave it there for a little bit. There's also a few comments about changing the color of the bed because it's a little bit bright like this, but I think what might work is just getting rid of that overhead light because it does look a little bit better once you get rid of that. But I want to play around with the yellow on this a little bit more because I'm not sure if that's really... I can't remember what yellow I had. I don't think I had this bold of a yellow in here, did I? Maybe I did. Maybe the bolder yellow looks a little bit better than the one I had in here before. I don't know, but then again, the more subtle yellow might look a little bit... Yeah, I think the more subtle yellow looks a little bit better. So, yeah, I'll just leave that. I think that's good for this bedroom. Wasn't a whole lot I really wanted to change with it. So going back over here to the child/teen bedroom or whatever you want it to be, Skychime658 suggested that I put a zebra pattern on the curtains, and I thought about doing that before, but then I didn't because I was worried it'd be a little bit too matchy-matchy, but I agree that it could look pretty cool. So what I was thinking I could do so it doesn't look like it matches so much is use a different size and direction of the pattern so that, yeah, it doesn't look like it's exactly the same. So we could go with this one's a little bit busier. It might look better to go with, yeah, the larger pattern for it. So it looks kind of wild. Okay, yeah, I think I'm gonna change the color of the guitar because now it's too much zebra stripe going on with the guitar being zebra stripe too. So yeah, we're gonna change it. I want to see how this coloring looks. Okay, yeah, I like that. We'll stick with that. Also, I was thinking that it might look better for the room to get rid of that painting and instead put a poster in. And I was looking through the posters and I realized that this one, if you use the Create a Style tool on it, you can actually pick different things to be on the poster. So yeah, you're not just limited to the soccer guy. I never knew that until recently. Like, I always thought you could only have it be the soccer player. But I think that would be this poster of the... I guess it's a band. It seems like it's supposed to be a band to me. I'm going to go with that it's a band, but I think this would work really well for this room, so we're going to go with that. And I think that was it that I wanted to change in here. Oh, and Daisy0527 mentioned that they thought the bulletin board I had in here originally might be a little bit more appropriate for you know, a teen or child bedroom than having those shelves. So I'm going to try putting that back in now that we made these changes to see how it looks. I think that was in the miscellaneous decor. Yeah, where is it? I guess, I don't know. I like the shelves, but then I guess this does look a little bit more realistic in here. I don't know. I think there are some other types of things you could have on the bulletin board, so we could see what those are. So you have some drawings, you have that, you have this. We could maybe go with this on it. Oh, we can have the purple frame. Oh, yeah, so we can tie in with the purple in the rest of the room instead of going with a black frame. Actually, let's make that a little bit darker. Yeah, sorry if anyone liked the shelves more. So I think that's it for these bedrooms. So now I'm ready to move on to the bathrooms. I'm just going to get rid of everything. I might end up putting some of the same items back in, but I just want to have a clean slate to go off of. Makes things a little bit easier. Alright, we took that light out, so we're just going to get this one in. And I'll stick a light in here while I'm at it and get rid of this, because we're not going to need that. Okay, so let's go ahead and pick the walls and flooring that I want to use. So there was that flooring that I originally had in the kitchen. Actually, do I still have it down there on one tile? Yeah, I forgot to take it off of this spot. Maybe... No, I should probably change that. Let me make sure I get the right thing. Yeah, so I'm gonna put this, maybe the larger... Yeah, we'll put this one in instead. And change... Oops. Yeah, let's go with just the plain miscellaneous pattern. Because I want this... So for this bathroom, I think I'm gonna go with a black and white theme. Yeah, I feel like this house has to have very modern, sleek-looking bathrooms in it. And before I forget, I'm going to, since we have the mirrored backsplash, I don't think we really need this back here. So I'm going to go ahead and just put the white wall on that instead. Okay, so getting back to this, we've still got to pick out the flooring. And then for the flooring, I just want to go with the larger white. Ooh. Oh, perfect. I forgot that these were in the game. This is exactly the look I wanted. I might not make them white. Maybe I'll make them black or gray or something like that. Okay, yeah, no, the white's not going to work. So I'm going to make this gray or black instead. We'll see what looks best. That actually looks pretty good. Let's see how it looks if we go all the way to... Oops, go all the way to black. That doesn't look too bad. I think the gray looked a little bit better, though. Although I did want to go with a white and black look. I can also try out a few other kinds of tiles, because I did want to go with white flooring, but then that doesn't really look good. Oh, we have this. This might look better. Because I really wanted to have white floor. You know, maybe I shouldn't have white. Whoa, whoops. Maybe I just shouldn't have white flooring. Yeah. I think the other flooring I had in the gray looked better, and you know, the original color that it came in, this one might actually be good. Yeah, maybe I should keep that texture. Yeah, because, yeah, I think it's good for it to have a little bit more texture than it does, than, you know, how the wall is. Oh, and then this is the one. Okay, so that's changed. I think this changes the color of the lines. Yeah, okay, that changes the color of the lines between the flooring. Let's make that a little bit darker. Okay, that looks better. And how does it look if we make this kind of texture flooring a little bit darker? Huh, that doesn't look too bad. I'll just leave this alone for now, and I'll revisit it once I actually get things in, because once I get everything in, it might look a little bit better. Okay, so let's get... I'm just gonna go with a shower tub combo for in here. So we'll get that, and then across from that we have enough space for a sink and a toilet. And I'm gonna... Okay, no, I don't really like that. Okay, so let's go with... I think I'm just gonna make this whole thing black. Yeah, we're just gonna stick this pattern everywhere. I just want a very sleek and simple look for this bathroom. And now and I might also be lazy and just use the same flooring and wallpaper for the other bathroom, because I don't know, I like how it looks. I don't know. I think I'm just gonna stick with the same thing for the other bathroom. I think that was store contents. I probably should. Ooh, the high-end loft sink. Oh, perfect. Yes, we're gonna use this. And maybe I should grab this pattern just so it all goes together. Yeah, we'll do that. This is such a weird sink too. Like, that's such a teeny little bowl. Like, that holds hard. I mean, I guess it's just gonna run right down the drain, but that's just such a teeny bowl. I think that, oh no, let's change this to... I don't know if we want to... let's just... How does it look if we make this white? No, I think it looks better black. I wish you could change the color of these towels. It's kind of disappointing that you can't do that. Okay, so to finish off the bathroom, we need a toilet. We could go with the high-end loft stuff one. Yeah, I think I might go with that, or this one maybe? No, I like this one. And just gonna put all these textures over here on that. Okay, so we're done with that. I just want to get a mirror in here, some kind of fancy futuristic looking mirror, probably something bigger than that. I mean, we could just stick this thing behind it. That doesn't look too bad. But we probably have some better options. There was... Oh, this mirror is interesting. I think that was a store content mirror, though. There's this one that came with Late Night. That's pretty cool looking. There's also this mirror from, I think, a Showtime? That might look a little bit better if I change that goofy red texture to this to go with the rest of the bathroom. Oh, that actually looks pretty cool. So I'm gonna go with that, because I think that fits in there a little bit better than the Late Night mirror, because the Late Night mirror wasn't really that big. Okay, where was the hand? There we go, hand towel. So for the hand towel, I'm going to bring in the zebra stripe pattern, because I guess, you know, I see the Sims who have this room really liking zebra stripes. So, oh, okay, that is the reverse of how I want it. Okay, we are not gonna have the handle part of it be zebra stripe. That does not work. Yeah, we're gonna do this. Okay, that's better. And can we make this wall a little bit brighter? Is that actually a true... we can make it a little bit brighter. Oh, that helps a bit. Maybe this... Okay, so maybe this would be better. Ah, no, we can't stick it in between the two. Never mind, I'll just keep it in that spot. I forgot about that. We also have the toilet paper holder, so we'll throw that in there. And what else was there that would work behind here? Yeah, I don't really remember what, we have this towel rack. Oh, some kind of towel rack item for next to the shower would also be good. Ooh. Ooh. We could add, we can add one of these in here. Oh, wait, no, that's just gonna make the towels black. So we could add a pop of color into the room with these towels, and I'm just gonna continue the same color theme that we have in the bedroom in here. So I might also make one of these towels zebra striped. I think that'd be pretty cool, and then I'm gonna just leave the other towel white. But yeah, we could throw in a nice zebra striped towel. Yeah, well, I don't know which one I'm gonna make zebra stripe. Maybe the one on the end. Okay, I think that works. And next, let's find a wall towel thing. I know there's one in here. Okay, I finally found it. I remember there's this whole accents category in the bathroom room section or whatever it's called, so that helps a lot. But let's get the colors of these towels changed. Make it purple, brighten up a little bit, add a little more color into this room. I might need to adjust the walls a little bit because I'm not so sure about the wall pattern in here, but we'll go with the zebra pattern for the washcloths up here. Yeah, I think that looks a little bit better. Actually, let's... Oh, no, I think this is still the... Yeah, this is the shell thing. But for this one, I think we could go with the smaller zebra pattern. Just because, yeah, that works a bit better. Okay, so that's coming along. Yeah, I feel like there needs to be some kind of... I'm not so sure about these walls. I think there might have also been some kind of rug that would work as a bath mat. I don't remember. Okay, no, that's not it. Was there a bath mat? No, I think I'm thinking of The Sims 4. There's this thing that kind of works as a bath mat. So we can make it fluffy and purple. I'm probably overdoing the purple, but I just imagine this as a room that, you know, I just imagine that the Sim who has this room just really loves purple. And yeah, it also does help to add a pop of color to the bathroom. Okay, let's lighten this rug up a little bit, actually. Yeah, that looks better. And I kind of want to change the sink. I mean, I thought I liked, but I'm not really liking the color of the towels that come with. Ooh, this one. I forgot how cool this sink is. Can we move? Can we? Oh no, we can't move mirrors up in The Sims 3. Well, no, we can't do that in The Sims 4 either unless you use a cheat, but... Okay, we'll go with this. I think, how does it look if we change... No, let's leave that as the metal. Okay, that works. That looks... Yeah, that looks better in here. Ooh, and I was just thinking for this, what if we mix the purple and the zebra stripes so we could have it be purple where it's white and then the black? Oh yeah, I like that. Just so there's... Yeah, just so it looks a little bit more colorful right here. So we'll just adjust these colors a little bit. Okay, that looks good. It's coming along. I think that's just about it for this bathroom. I forget if you could snap anything up. Oh, you can snap things up onto the sink top. So let me see if I can snap a soap bottle up there. There was one, right? Yeah, this one. Okay, that'll help a little bit. Why? Oh, that's really annoying that I can't turn around. Okay, we'll just stick it over here then. But I would really rather it be over on the other side, but whatever. We'll just stick it over here so that the soap pump thing looks like it's pointing the right way. Anything else that I'd want to add on to this that works? Maybe a little candle. That could be cute. Except I really wish that you could change the color of this candle because I don't really like that yellow. Oh, can we stick the hairdryer? Let's leave a hairdryer on here. Perfect. Okay, not sure if there's slots for anything. Okay, no, looks like that's all that I can fit. So I think that's enough for this bathroom. Yeah, all the space is pretty much filled up. So I think we're good. I'm just gonna move on to the other bathroom right now. Yeah, I know I should probably be a little bit more creative than just sticking this in, but I mean, I can make it look more customized when I go to add in the objects in different colors and stuff like that. But I think I'm going to delete a few. Oh, right, I don't have the cheat in. Okay, let me turn that on. What was it? Oh, yeah, so you have to put in this testing cheats enabled. True, right? And then, what was it? Restrict build by in buildings, I think. Restrict build by in buildings. False. Trying to see if I can do this from memory. Oh, I think I got it. Nice. And then we're going to get rid of this window too. So I think just the one in here is enough. And okay, how are we going to lay this one out? Do I want to do the same thing with this? Or do I have room to maybe add in both a bathtub and a shower? Will it work if I do that? I forget. So if I put a tub like this and then a shower here, will they be able to get into the tub? Because I know in The Sims 4 you could put something in, like, at the part where the faucet is on the tub, it's right here, and you stick something here, the Sims can still get into it, but I can't remember if they're that good at maneuvering in The Sims 3. They might not be, but I want to do something different in here than what I did in the other bathroom. I think I'm going to do it, and if it doesn't work, I'll test this out before I upload it, but if it doesn't work, then I'll just take it out and stick this thing in here instead. It's easy enough of a fix, so I'll fix it before the download goes up. So we can maybe add this in. Or perhaps a more modern bathtub would probably be better. Yeah, I think this one works a little bit better. So put the faucet side here in hopes that that'll make it so they can get in. I have a feeling this isn't going to work, but I just wanted to try it in case it does. And it's, you know, like I said, it's an easy enough fix if it doesn't work. So we got the high-end law stuff shower. I'm going to see if I can... I was kind of hoping it would look like the bathtub and the shower met. Is there one that actually fills in all that space? Okay, no, I don't think there is. No. Okay, we'll just go with this then. And actually, no, I think this color's fine. Actually, no, let's make it a little bit darker. Oh, I should also make sure this is actually turned the right way. Yeah, I think that's oriented the right way for them to be able to get in. So for this thing, we're going to change it ugly gold color to black. And then I don't really like gold fixtures, so I'm going to change that to silver. Okay, looking better. Let's get some blinds on these windows too, because this is the bathroom, so you should probably have a little bit of privacy. Nope, that doesn't work. Okay, I found this curtain that actually sort of works in here. It's not really fitting in with the style the best, but it's the closest thing I could find. So we're just going to try to make it work. And for the color, we can just... Maybe I should do something other than blue, because I don't know if the blue is like something bolder than this blue, because... Yeah, I don't think this blue is really going to look very well with how this bathroom is. Maybe a bolder blue. Okay, it's not really the boldest blue, but I'm just going to stick with that one for now. So over here, we're going to have the toilet and the sink. So I am just going to copy these because I really like how they look. So we'll put the toilet there. We'll get the sink over here. And I'll just... Should I grab the same mirror or should I do something different? Maybe in here I can use the full-length mirror since I was thinking about doing that over in the that bathroom just so it's something different. Okay, if I can get that. There we go. Now it's snapping in the right spot. Okay, that looks good. And we can go in here, pick out the stuff we need, like the hand towel. So I think this is starting to look a little bit better now that I'm getting more things in here. Should I keep that the same blue or do something different? I'm just gonna go with the blue. I know it's probably a little bit too matchy-matchy, but oh well. And we'll add this toilet paper roll in over here. Oh. Okay, let's get that inside. And we'll add the soap bottle in there. Candle? Why not? We'll just throw a candle in there. And what else works for... Oh yeah, there's this little magazine rack, but that doesn't really fit in there that well. Anything else? Oh, the towel rack. Let me just grab that from over in here and put that somewhere. I don't know where we... Oh, let's stick that here. Yeah, that works, but we're going to, of course, change the colors of that. So for this, I'm just gonna make the washcloths. We're gonna make these white. And I don't want to do the same kind of blue for this. Maybe just a gray. Okay, no, not that. Yeah, I guess that looks fine. Or we could try yellow. You know, how does it look if we make these curtains black? Okay, no, that's a little too dark. I don't know why it's making... I don't like how it's making it that bluish kind of black. Okay, so let's try that out. Then we can make these towels blue and it looks a little bit... You know, so that way I can make these blue and then I don't have so much blue right next to each other. Okay, so that looks a little bit better. And I guess I should also get in that bath mat type towel. So I'm just going to grab that from over here. I can change the color of it. And does it work? So if I stick it under here part of the way, does it show through? Ah, no. Okay, never mind. I guess I'm not going to put that rug in because I don't really want that to... Oh, we can add this one in. Perfect. Yeah, that fits in there nicely. Maybe that was what I used in place of a bath mat before, because I remember using something as a bath mat in The Sims 3, so that might have been what it was. Oh, where is it? No, 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 wrong thing, wrong thing. So I have to wait for all this to load before I can switch it. There we go, got it that time. Okay, what looks best? No, okay, how does it look if we put this color on here? Is that too much of the same color? I mean, I guess it's kind of an IKEA thing to just have, you know, have whites and blacks and, you know, like more neutral colors like that and then one main color, so I guess this is fine. Yeah, it's looking better. I'm feeling better about this now. And let me see if there's anything else that would work above here. Because I could just use the same thing that I used over in the other bathroom, but I don't know if I want to do that. We have that, but then I would like to add something that I could use to add a little bit more color. Oh, does this fit? Ooh, ooh, let's put this over this. Okay, we can maybe raise that a little bit. Yeah. So we'll change this to... Let's change that to this color. Alright, that works. Or maybe I could just change it to this pattern. How's that? Okay, that looks fine. And then we could add in a little bit more color with these. I mean, we could add in a different color. I tried some other colors out for this, and I like how this orange looks. Adds a pop of another color than the blue, so I'm going to stick with that. Also want to change this medicine cabinet to be black to go with some of the other things in the bathroom. And I think that's about it for this bathroom. Might not really be the best looking bathroom, but I think it's what fits in pretty well with the style of the rest of the apartment. So I think I'm gonna have that be it for the bathrooms. And I guess sorry, I just grabbed the same things from the bathrooms, but I just thought it'd be good to keep them the same style. Plus I have to admit it made it a little bit easier for me to furnish them. But I think that's it for the inside of the apartment, so now I'm going to finally move out to this area out here, just fix that up because it's a little bit of a mess. Could definitely be made to look a lot more nice and modern, like the inside of the apartment. So I'm gonna try out this one floor in here that I tried out on the inside. And I guess we can leave it this rock texture, maybe brighten up a little bit. I don't know if it's gonna look any better if I use this and then make it gray. That might look a little bit sleeker, but no, I think the rock texture looked a little bit better. But we can change this so it's, okay, maybe not that much darker. Yeah, I think that looks good. Okay, so we'll go with that for the flooring. Oh, wait a minute, is this a different... Oh, that's weird. I don't know why that's a different kind of paint than it was originally. Yeah, I noticed that some of the paint in some spots on the outside kept changing colors based off of stuff I changed on the inside. I don't know why that was happening. But, oh man, I probably shouldn't have gotten rid of the hot tub because I was just going to put one back in. Why did I... Okay. So, let's go and get a hot tub back in here because I went ahead and deleted that. I mean, I guess I could put another one in. Like, we could put this super fancy big one in, but that takes up a lot of space, and this really isn't that big of an area. Although this one looks pretty good. So is that centered? I don't know. Is that so? We got 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's move that half tile over. I think that's centered. So I'm gonna see if I can get a sleeker coloring for this. Ooh, I like that one. Okay, so we can maybe have some lounge chairs. I was thinking some kind of L-shaped seating setup over here. Potted plants all around. I think there was sectional seating, right? There was some kind of... I forget what kind of outdoor seating there is. There was some kind of sectional seating. I just realized... Oh, I kept forgetting to reinstall Into the Future. And there was sectional seating... Okay, that's not gonna work. There was sectional seating that came with Into the Future that I think would have worked really well out here, but I kept forgetting to reinstall it, and I don't really feel like stopping this to reinstall it right now. But I mean, sectional seating might not even be the best thing for out here, although that works, I guess. I don't really like how this looks. Shoo. Perhaps what I'm gonna do is have lounge chairs over on this side, then maybe this side. Okay, so I could have a grill and then an outdoor table and then some lounge chairs. So, yeah, I think I'm gonna have lounge chairs over here on this side. What do we have that works? So this works pretty well with the style. Anything else? So we have this. Ooh, these really nice ones that came with late night. Yeah, that could work. Okay, that one I don't like as much. That one... I think I like these ones more. Yeah, so we'll change that. So for out here, I think I'm gonna keep the color of the furniture a little more neutral because you can see the green in there. So I guess that's enough of a pop of color, and I'll add more color in by putting potted plants around. So I think that'll help. But other than that, I think I'm just gonna have a black and white color scheme for this area. So how does that look if I could get down here? Ooh, that is a really nice view. Yeah, I thought it would look better to have this facing outwards, because I think originally the lounge chairs were facing inwards, which makes no sense, because wouldn't you rather look at the city than at your apartment? But let's see what kinds of plants we have that would work for the outdoors. So we have this thing. I don't know about that. Oh, this could work. So maybe in the corner right here I could put a bunch of... Oh, this is even better. I want something a little more modern looking. So we're gonna add this in, and I'll figure out some other stuff. I don't want to put anything in that blocks the view, so I'm just gonna put some smaller plants in right here. So we'll get those in there. Let's go with that. For this, do we have anything? Okay, let's make this a brighter white color, and then I'm gonna make this one black. And then for this spot, we'll just go with white. Okay. Yeah, so that makes that look a little bit more modern. And over in this corner, I'm just gonna fit in some larger plant. Yeah, I don't think I'm gonna go too crazy with this area out here. Don't want to spend a ton of time on it. So we could put this little terrarium out here. That might be a cute item to add in. Ooh, what's this? Okay, no, I don't think that's really the right spot for that. There's not really a ton of other plants that could work for the outdoors. We have this one. forget what set this came with. Although I think... I feel like this would work out here so well, though. Maybe, like, maybe instead of this thing... Yeah, I like that. Okay. I guess that's coming along. Yeah, I like that. Although, now that I'm looking at this again, I'm not so sure about having these plants right here, because then over there, they're kind of blocking the view almost. So I'm going to move these in closer to this plant right here. Actually, let me look at some other color options for this one. Okay, that looks a little bit better. Let's also see... I don't know. I don't want everything to be black and white, so I think it'd be good to leave this one like this. And let's also scoot these out a little bit closer to the fence. So for over on this side, I think what I'm actually going to do is try out the sectional seating again, but have it in this corner. Although if you have it in this corner, it kind of blocks the view. Well, actually, they aren't very high up, so it's not really gonna block the view too much if you're trying to think about it realistically. So we can have these in there, and then there was a fire, so there was a fire pit. This one, and I was thinking it could be kind of cool to have that in the center here. I'm not sure if it's gonna cause any issues with, having that there is gonna cause any issues with Sims being able to sit down, but to give this more of an outdoorsy kind of a look, we can put a wicker pattern on it and then change this to be white. So I think that looks a little bit better. We'll also change that. Actually, no, let's make that darker so that you can't see it as much, because I like this other than that thing underneath, the light underneath, but it provides a little lighting, so it's fine. And I also wanted to see how it would look if I transferred this wicker pattern over to this, just to add a little bit more warmth. Yeah, because right now I think we need a little bit more, we need some more warm colors on this deck. So let's also try, okay, no, that doesn't really look good. How about if we darken that a little bit? Okay, that looks better. Yeah, I think that helps this place a lot. Okay, so I'm finally getting somewhere with this. Okay, I guess, well, maybe we could add some grayish, more grays in. Yeah, I think that looks good. Okay, so we'll have that. And then I wanted to have a couple of other outdoor chairs in here, or I could just take a couple of these sectional seats and just have them by themselves. Okay, I think that positioning is good enough. There was also some kind of, I think there was a mirror, or not a mirror, an umbrella that stood by itself. So this one, that might be kind of cool to add in here. The only thing is, I know, like, if you're thinking about realistically, it might kind of block the view. Well, not really. I think it's fine. We could try it out. So we'll go with that color for it. Maybe a nice yellow to add a little bit of brightness. I don't know. I wanted to have some kind of color other than, or we could just make it black. I'm not sure. That doesn't look too bad. I guess I could just keep in more neutral colors out here, apart from the plants. Let's also change this to something that looks, because I just want something that looks a little bit, okay, maybe not that one. Let's go with this one. I wish they had something like this that looked a little bit more modern, but I guess this'll do. Okay, let's see how this looks if you go all the way up. Not sure that I'm completely happy with how it looks out here, but I don't know. I'm just getting kind of stuck with the outdoor furniture options that we do have in this game. And what if we changed this to be brown? No, I think, well, it might work better if I take maybe this brown, for example, and drag it onto it. That doesn't look too bad. I could tweak that a little bit. Yeah, because I just feel like we need a little bit more, even more warm colors on it than this. So I think this looks better. Just having to be some kind of brown, although like I said, we might need to tweak that a little bit. Okay, that looks better. Maybe a little bit darker, so like that. Alright, and then we can see if we can add some more plants around this thing just so we get even more of a pop of color. So I used this one over by the TV, but I don't care. I'm just gonna, no, I shouldn't do that. Okay, I'm gonna use something different then. There was, what do we have? There's a few other things that might work. Ooh, what's this? Oh, this is cool. I don't think that really fits in here that well, though. I don't really like how that looks. So we have this thing. If we change, so I wonder if there's a vase option for this that doesn't have the flowers on it, that's just a plain color. Because that could look, okay, this looks pretty cool. Yeah, we're gonna go with that. I like that color. I think it look better leave it like that than to make it white. And I'm just going to stick it a little further in. Try not to do that. Put it too far in there. We also have, we have some of these. Do we have one that's just a plain? I think we could probably make this plain. So, I was thinking, so I could put a few of these in here. Make them one that's, I think there's, no, it all just comes with that. Because I really want one that just looks like it's plain wood. So we also had this one. And this one right here. It looks like that has some patterns on it that we can't get rid of. So this one might work a little bit better. Okay, so we'll just do that. Okay, so that looks a little bit more modern. And I'll just have 3 of these over here. Okay, so you can grow some plants there if you want. And can we? So if I have the move objects cheat on, so I'm just wondering if I can just stick a bush or something in here to make it look like. Ooh, let's do that. So let's stick this in here to make it look like something's growing out of it already. And I'll just leave the other 2 empty. And if you actually download this and want to grow something out of this, then you could just get rid of this plant right here. But I think that looks pretty cool. I don't think we really need, maybe another plant on the other side of this. Yeah, that could look pretty good. So we got this little guy in. We already got that one. Did we get this one? I don't know about that. What else do we, oh, this one. This cute little plant. How about an easel? Yeah. Because there's enough going on here, so I don't really want to put anything too busy right in this area. But then I want to have something so it's not just empty space. So we could put a really nice easel out here. So I think that'll look pretty. Okay, so I think that's enough for this outdoor area. I should probably get lighting. Yeah, there's not really enough lighting. So I think there was a table lamp that came with, yes, this one that came with, what was it? Outdoor living stuff? Yeah, I keep forgetting what that's called. I keep wanting to call it Perfect Patty stuff, but I'm just gonna stick a couple, actually, let's stick that over here. We could move this plant over here, put that here. Probably, you know, wouldn't realistically be safe to put a candle near a plant, but whatever. This is The Sims, so yeah, it's fine. We can also just have one on the floor right next to this. I'm not sure if that looks weird or not, but I don't know. There weren't really very many. I don't think there is. We should probably find a wall like that actually fits in. So what do we have? Let's look in the outdoors section. Oh, I forgot that there's actually fence lights in The Sims 3. Ooh, so we could stick a couple of these on the edge of it. So then that way I don't have to use that that one lamp on the floor over here in this area. Yeah, so I have these 2 in here. And then I'm gonna get rid of this. Yes, I guess we don't really need that anymore, and then I should probably figure out some kind of wall light. Yeah, there's not really a whole lot of wall lights that fit in with the look of this place. I mean, I could just stick a couple of these lanterns in. I mean, it's probably not the best thing, but I think it looks fine. Yeah, so that still looks fine when you're in the daylight. Actually, let's get rid of these. Yeah, I don't really like them. I don't think we're going to need them with these wall lights. And I'd say that's it for this apartment. I don't think we need anything else, and I'm pretty happy with how this apartment came out. It was fun to go back into The Sims 3 and build a little bit in it, and I hope you all like how this apartment turned out and enjoy the series. And yeah, thank you so much for watching it. I had a lot of fun with it, and I will have a link to download this in the description. And normally when I do these kinds of videos, at the end of it I have video clips showing the build, but this build's so small that I'm just going to do screenshots for it, but I'll have screenshots showing it before and after. Oh wait, did that wall somehow turn to... I don't know when that happened. Let's fix that. But yeah, I'll have before and after screenshots so you can see it compared, so you can see how it was before compared to how it is now. But that's all I have to say, so yeah, I hope you enjoy the rest of the video.